Welcome to Nottingham UFC. LiveWatch Red Devil mode, but views match reacts. 20 times Old United Road. Love Man United, the Saturn of dreams. Glory, glory, glory. Man United, Red Devil mode. Global Mancunians, Red Family. The time is Ike Join. MUFC, global community. Like and subscribe.
Only on Park MUFC fan. Only on Park MUFC. Global Hawk MUFC. Only on Park MUFC fan.
Welcome to Nottingham UFC. LiveWatch Red Devil mode, but views match reacts. 20 times Old United Road. Love Man United, the Saturn of dreams. Glory, glory, glory. Man United, Red Devil mode. Global Mancunians, Red Family. The time is Ike Join. MUFC, global community. Like and subscribe.
Only on Park MUFC fan. Only on Park MUFC. Global Hawk MUFC. Only on Park MUFC fan.
Welcome to Nottingham UFC. LiveWatch Red Devil mode, but views match reacts. 20 times Old United Road. Love Man United, the Saturn of dreams. Glory, glory, glory. Man United, Red Devil mode. Global Mancunians, Red Family. The time is Ike Join. MUFC, global community. Like and subscribe.
Only on Park MUFC fan. Only on Park MUFC. Global Hawk MUFC. Only on Park MUFC fan.
Welcome to Nottingham UFC. LiveWatch Red Devil mode, but views match reacts. 20 times Old United Road. Love Man United, the Saturn of dreams. Glory, glory, glory. Man United, Red Devil mode. Global Mancunians, Red Family. The time is Ike Join. MUFC, global community. Like and subscribe.
Only on Park MUFC fan. Only on Park MUFC. Global Hawk MUFC. Only on Park MUFC fan.
Yo, big up to everyone in the building. It's your boy Mark and MUFC fan. You know what it is. Your boy is fresh from the land of soca and all that's hot in the Caribbean. And we're back. It's now Manchester United and we're in the building, folks. We're going to get ready for this watch along today. It's the last one at Old Trafford for this season. Hopefully Casemiro will remain, some sort of situation will take place. But of course, we are looking for a big win against Nottingham Forest. It's going to be an interesting one. The starting lineup is out. We're going to take a look at that in just a second as the game has been kicked off by Not Forest. Sorry for the late start, guys. Your boy Marken woke up really late today. It's an interesting one, and it's going to be an interesting game. And we're going to be here for it, guys. I hope you're joining me. Don't forget to smash the likes and subscribe if you're watching on Marken MUFC Fan or D-Hub Sports TV. You know what it is, folks. You know what it is. Let's get to the lineup discussion. And, of course, it's going to be an interesting one, an interesting situation. You know what I mean? So let's deal with that right now really quickly as the game is on the way. We know you all are looking at it. And, of course, your boy's late, as usual. Well, not the best situation. Should have woke up earlier. You know what I mean? It happens, guys. It happens, your boy. You know what I mean? Sometimes, guys, I just need to sleep more. You know what I mean? But we are back. We are live. It's going to be interesting. Hopefully, United get the job done. We're going to expect a big performance from the boys. Of course, let's just check this out really quickly. as I bring this to the stage. Just the starting lineup so you guys could, you know what I mean, see what's happening. So currently, this is the current starting lineup that we are all looking at right now as we speak, folks. As you can see, Lamens in goal, Shaw, Martinez, Maguire, and of course Diego Dallo, Kobe Mainu, Casemiro, Ahmad, Bruno, Cunha, and Bumo. This is our most senior lineup that we've ever started this season. Well, even under Carrick. It's going to be interesting, folks. You know what I mean? And of course, looking at the Nottingham Forest lineup, it gets pretty interesting for them as well. Sells in goal, Williams, Milenkovic, Morato, Nets, Gibbs White, Dominguez, Anderson, Hutchinson as well in the mix. You know what I mean, folks? Igor Jesus is in the building as well. And of course, up front, Wood. Let's see what happens there. Hopefully, no goals from the bunch, but we definitely want a big performance from Man United today. It's going to be interesting to see what happens there, how that's delivered. Of course, we're expecting a big performance. Nevertheless, you know what I mean? Yeah, you know what I mean. Right, so now back to normal settings. Of course, the game is there. Score is there. Your boy is here, and hopefully Drex will be here soon. And of course, we're going to give you the best watch-along experience we can possibly do today. Of course, the lighting is weird. I don't know where all this is, why it's dark. 1 minute light, 1 minute it should be just light all the time. You know what I mean? Big up to everyone coming in. Your boy Markin is here live as we watch Man United final game at Old Trafford this season. Hoping for a big performance. Let's go Red Devils. Is Man United wearing the brand new home kit today? Or am I seeing things? Looks like that kit has a color. Oh, God! 1-0 United! Luke Shaw with a finish, and United has taken an early lead. Playing in the... Is that the new home kit with the color? Folks, am I seeing things? Is United playing in the brand new home kit for next season? Nice vibes. Good vibes. 1-0. United is in the building, folks. Read it and weep. I know all the haters are hoping that Forest would do the business, but it's United early on the fifth minute, 42 seconds. Luke Shaw, ball looped over. Dallo, consistent attack. Forest unable to get it out of the box. Ahmad thinks it over. And of course, it comes down, it falls kindly for Luke Shaw. He drives inside and he finds the bottom corner of the net. Beautiful finish by Luke Shaw there to take the lead for Manchester United. Good vibes, good vibes. Salisbury. Fellas, United is wearing the 26-27 home kit today. Are you not noticing these things? But the new home kit starts off with an early goal. Is that reminiscent of what we are going to be seeing next season, folks? It's going to be interesting. And I hope everyone's noticing, but that's the new home kit for next season. The 26-27 home kit is what the United players are wearing on their backs today. How is that? Interesting times. Well stopped there by Maguire. Michael Carrick has the new home kit, has the early lead. He's having Mbumo swap places with Cunha at every chance possible. Interesting times. What are your thoughts, folks? Get in. Let your boy know how you feel. And you know what? I think it's going to be an interesting one. I'm just probably going to just open up the lines for everyone who wants to come in. Let's all watch the last day at Old Trafford together. You know what I mean? I think that might be appropriate. What are your thoughts, folks? What do you think about that? You know what I mean? I'll drop the link in the chat right there. And if you guys want to come in and watch the game along and talk, let's do that. It's going to be fun. It's going to be an interesting one. Last day of this last home game of the season, apparently. Believe we're away at Brighton in the next game. Interesting times. Bruno looking for that record. Bruno goes for goal. Not the best chance there, but he did try a thing. He tried. Didn't fail though. You know what I mean? Who is your man of the match? Shouts for the day today, folks. Don't forget, get it in, get it in, get it in. Oh. Good block there. Cunha trying his chances there. Gibbs White blocking Casemiro down. Krasnod, we are fade, bro. Calm down. Chill. Yeah. Today's not that day, bro. I understand. You want your side. But I mean to say, bro, 7 years. Casemiro with an unreal tackle there, winning the ball back. And Bumo now on the attack, just keeping it in play. Can he find a teammate? Finds Ahmad. Ahmad cuts in. Finds Bruno. Bruno looks up, finds Casse. Puts it back over. Bruno's back on the ball again. Bruno turns. Unreal there. Bruno looks up. Marshals. Finds Kobe. Kobe back to Maguire. Maguire to Lissandro Martinez. Martinez now finds Kobe. Back to Maguire. Maguire looks up. He's looking for the diagonal. Finds Diego Dallo. Puts it for Ahmad. Ahmad now cuts in. Leaves the defender for dead. Oh! Cut back, but the cutback was a poor one. No one there. Luke Shaw forced to make a challenge there. Real let off there. Poor passing there by Amad Diallo. What sort of diabolical pass is that? That ball was pulled so far back behind Casemiro, you would swear he was looking for his son. You know what I mean? The young one who's playing for the under 12s. Interesting times. Interesting times. Come on, we need more, guys. We need more. We need to bury this game in the first half. Get it done. Get it dusted. Surratt in the building with the Wilcock and, of course, the Omar Barad. They're in the building, folks. Never forget that. You know what I mean? Bruno fouled there. Folks, United is wearing the new home kit for next season in the game today. Interesting times. Hugo Pereira definitely hoping not to end up in the same situation that he was in at Wolves last season. Got Wolves back, had a poor start, lost his job. These things are frightening for coaches, folks. Frightening times. Luca Nets on the ball there. Interesting times. Man United lead 20 minutes into the half. Forest trying to get themselves back in the game. Bit of a low point in the game right now as the teams have both now settled in. United settled into their lead. Forest settled into their chase. Yeah, let's see what they're up for. Let's see what they have in store for us. Hopefully, United turns the level up a little bit and we get some more goals. Looking for 2 or 3 goals more today for me. I have to say, I would expect United to win, to go on to win this game 3-1, maybe 3-0. It would be interesting. Sam Lamans haven't been keeping much clean sheets. You know, he's been a bit lazy at times. Well saved there by Sen. He certainly wasn't lazy there. I looked up there, I got shocked. I had to get quiet for a second because I was wondering, is Sen gonna make that mistake? You know what I mean? Oh, Bumo! And he misses! And Bumo misses! Casemiro! Unable to find it. How does Mbumo hit the post? How? How do you miss from there, folks? How do you miss from there? What? Mbumo, how do you miss that, bro? The post says no. Forest escape. Will that come back to haunt Man United? We will be seeing that. We'll be looking forward to it. Oh my goodness, what a let off. What a let off, folks. What a let off there. Certainly would have bet on Mbumo to get that goal. I don't know what happened there. Would have certainly expected Mbumo to score, but he was unable to convert. Folks, what is happening? What is happening there? What is happening? Absolutely. Sometimes it goes like that, folks. Sometimes it goes like that. It's not always, you get that, you get it how you want it. Disappointed there, but you got to feel for him, Brian Mbumo. You know what I mean? The guy is very, very good on the ball. A very good shooter. You'd expect him to score. You know what I mean? Well cleared there. Martinez was there. Big up to the new members. Last day at Old Trafford, so we have to bring some home fans into the squad. Welcome some new global Mancunians into the building. You know what I mean? So welcome to those who get the memberships. 10 memberships was gifted just now. So if you're watching, if you're tuning in, smash a like. If you received a membership, smash a like, subscribe. Come join the team. Let's talk about Man United. You know what I mean? Man United currently under defense. Corner there. Corner happening. As you know. You know what I mean? Sorry, folks. Didn't notice that my camera was moving mad. But we're here. Man United lead thanks to a Luke Shaw goal. Brilliant piece of opening play. Man United should be 2-0 up. Unfortunately, mistakes coming. Unable to get that second goal. But, you know, defending the lead here now. And then Bumo is after it. So is Tyrone Iwoni. But Bumo is there first. No, that's not Tyrone Iwoni. That's the other guy, Igor Jesus, the Brazilian. Luke Shaw, a big clearance and a big open goal for Manchester United today. And Forest now trying to see if they can find a way back. But United looking to put the stamp on the game. Very, very dogged in their defending. Clearance there from Diego Dallo as the ball comes into the box, crosses over the half line now, and boom, presses. Cunha blocks off the space. Kobe. Nuts for his forced back to their last man. Foul on Casemiro there. That's going to be a free kick to Manchester United. And of course, you know, folks, how it goes. You keep the ball moving. Oh, no. I need to. Fonsen. Come on, Manchester United. Bumo now trying to get some room up. Finds Ahmad. Man United here looking to ask some questions. Ahmad goes back. Interesting times, folks. Interesting times. Interesting times. Casemiro now finds Ahmad Diallo. Back to Casemiro. Casemiro now finds Diallo. Ahmad Diallo. Kobe. Diallo. Ahmad back. Maguire puts it round Lissandro. Martinez with a dribble. Finds Bruno. Bruno looks up. Oh, little bit too high there from Bruno Fernandes, folks. It could have been something, but it didn't end up to be. You know what I mean? It did not end up to be. Tough times, tough times. Almost there for Forest. Unable to convert. Ahmad should have had a second assist today. Bruno, hopefully he gets the assist record today. Casemiro could have had a goal. We should have been 2-0 or 3-0 up already in this game. Is that a handball? Is that a handball? Did Anderson handle that ball? Push. Anderson claiming a push, yes. Bro, this guy, bro, you know worth 90 million, bro. Never ever. Never ever worth 90 million, bro. Never ever, bro. Claiming a push. Look at the size of Yuta Martinez. You claiming he pushed you. That is the greatest, bro. That is the greatest I've seen. I've seen a lot, folks. I've seen a lot. You know what I mean? And Bumo now found by Maguire. Finds Ahmad. Ahmad dances, gets past his man. Good recovery there. Tries to get through, man. Was clipped in between there. Should have been a foul, I think. You know what I mean? Foul there by Kobe Mainu. Apparently by the referee saying that he's fouled the player. Interesting times. Nems. Kobe plays the ball there. Gets the ball before he gets the man. This ref, he wants to cheat, but he can't. You know what I mean? Nottingham Forest just able to take a bit of the sting out of the game, slow the game down, trying to get themselves back into it with lots of passing. You know what I mean? But at the same time, I would say prospectively, Manchester United seemingly in control of this game, not in a dominant fashion, but it's very well in control, leading 1-0. Should have been 2 or 3-0 at this point. And Bumo should have had 2. Ahmad should have had an assist even before that. Yeah, it's an interesting one, folks. Interesting times. Well, good defending by Nottingham Forest to keep themselves in this game, just the 1 goal down at this point. And they're on the attack as we speak. Corner to Nottingham Forest. Luke Shaw, the goal scorer, if you hadn't seen it. It was a decent goal. Lots of time allowed by the Nottingham Forest defense. Luke Shaw was able to bring the ball down, pick his spot, and find the bottom corner. Will Bruno get the assist record? Will Man United make a quick counter and score that second goal before the half? First, we have to defend this corner. Well saved there by San Lamens, coming and claiming. Big Jesus there trying to block off the goalkeeper, but unable to do so. Dallo coming forward in a hurry. Plays it back. Ahmad now finds the man in the middle. And of course, back to Ahmad. Ahmad driving through the middle is Kobe. Wait, Casemiro. Oh, Bruno. Oh, corner to Man United. And will this be the moment that Bruno claims the assist record? He's looking for a quick one to Mbumo. Mbumo gives him back. He looks for the pass, dribbles, he tries to scoop it over. Ball comes off. The defender, Bruno, wins it back. Finds Diego Dallo. Dallo looking for the cross. Finds Kobe. Oh, just over the top by Amad there. Good chance, good try from Amad Diallo, trying to just loop the ball over the goalkeeper into the top corner with that header, trying to cushion the ball and just getting in there, but just a little bit too much on it. Man United certainly asking questions today. Luke Shaw, good tackle there. diving in with the head to the body, getting the ball out. Nothing passing today. Of course, with such a good start, he has to maintain his performance. He's probably one of the most upset people that he scored today because he has to perform now that he scores. You know what I mean? He can't be Frey Bento Shaw today. He has to be, Shawberto. Oh, ball comes in. Oh, well defended there by Martinez at the last minute, picking up on Wood. Wood trying to get in behind with that ball around the corner from Morgan Gibbs Wright. First touch was not the best. Got away from him, allowed Martinez all the time to win the ball back. Yes, this is what we are seeing here, folks. This is what we are seeing. Don't forget, Man United is advertising to all the fans. The brand new 26-27 home kit is being worn today in the game. If you haven't noticed, well, now that you know it now, folks. You know what I mean? Cop your new home kit. You know what I mean? It looks pretty good. It's gonna be a nice, it's nice. It's got the color. It's like the black kit, but just red. You know what I mean, folks? The black kit is the same design with the color. They just put it on the red kit this summer. You know what I mean? I think it looks as good in red as it does in black. You know what I mean? Yeah, it looks good. I'm copying it for sure, folks. I'm getting mine. Maybe Liverpool will try to copy us and put a color in their kit again this season. You know, they want to be like Man United so badly. They begged Adidas for a contract and they gave up Nike. Nems, why does Liverpool want to be United so bad, bro? I don't know. Man United, good hustle there to win the ball back in midfield there with Kobe Mainoo and Casemiro both combining there. Luke Shaw is on the ball now. Oh, one back there. Foul. Yeah, foul there by Cunha. Just touching the foot of the player a little bit much there, allowing him to, lay down and give the referee a decision to make. Who does, he blows his whistle and the foul is called. Nottingham Forest coming forward here late. 1 minute of extra time to be added into this first minute of extra time, and only minute. I have to say a very clean first half for the most part. Not too many stoppages. You know what I mean? Many chances for Man United, not so many for Forest. Good defending by Man United. Good decision making by the players as well. Forest are trying their endeavor best to get themselves back into this game, but United have a firm grip on it in this current moment. Luke Shaw is having a very good game. The defense is playing well. Mainoo and Casemiro are also having a very good game in the middle of the park, very much in control. Forest have to do all their work down the sides of the pitch. It's not doing them well. They like to go through the middle. And of course, Man United is in the lead. It's halftime, 1-0. Man United goal coming from Luke Shaw on the 5th minute of play. I had to say, after that, United should have had a second, and Mbumo with the pass from Matthias Cunha, but denied by the woodwork. Denied as he grounded the keeper. He just came off the post. You know what I mean? I tried to cut it a bit too close for my liking. I would have tried to bring it back across the face of goal, but United still lead. And of course, Michael Carrick would be saying, how are we not 3-0 up? Ahmad breaking down into the box, but pulling his pass a little bit behind Casemiro, unable to find him or Brian Mbumo in that play, which saw Nottingham Forest escape another goal threat. So it's one of those situations, 51% possession for Man United, 10 shots, 2 on target, 1.16 expected goals, 238 completed passes, 90% pass accuracy, 13 touches in opponent box, and of course, 51.5 kilometers covered in this game, as opposed to 50 from Nottingham Forest. 4 touches in the opponent box, 4 shots from Nottingham Forest all game, 1 on target. And of course, Man United are seemingly dominating this game. Not the great domination, but they are certainly in control. Ashi Bazabal is here to say thank you for the membership. Big up to you, my bro. I hope you're enjoying it. You know what I mean? Come check out the content, check out the transfer news. Let us know what are your thoughts. Who, if you're a Man United fan, let us know who do you think Man United should be purchasing this summer for that midfield rebuild. What are your thoughts on that? You know what I mean? Do you think Man United needs a senior striker, maybe the likes of a Robert Lewandowski, to come in and just play that role and probably give some guidance to the likes of a Benjamin Sesko? You know, what are your thoughts? Does Man United need a left back to come in and really push Luke Shaw out of this team? I don't know, bro, but big up to you, big up to you for becoming a member, and you're welcome every time. You know what I mean? The biggest, well, it's not the biggest, but hopefully we will be the biggest global Mancunian fan base where all of the Manchester fans, football fans all around the world can come and feel at home. You know what I mean? Right here on Red Devil Mode. You know what I mean? Big up to you, and good morning, good afternoon to those joining, and those of you in the Caribbean and where you're at. Good evening. You know what I mean? Early game. So many chances for Man United today. You know, the last home game for Carlos Casemiro today. It's an interesting one, folks. A little bit nostalgic, a little bit sentimental. You know, you don't want it to be his last game at home, especially with the sort of performance he's been giving this season. I think Casemiro has shown, you know, that he deserves to have a new contract, you know, an updated contract, but I guess them is not in the cards. So Man United has moved forward with their midfield rebuild. And of course, the likes of an Elliot Anderson tipped to become a Manchester United player as well. Of course, lots of connections, lots of situations happening, as we are also heavily linked to Aurelien Tchouameni. And it's a very possible, as Real Madrid has opened up to the likeliness of discussing a deal for his departure. Of course, there's other things to be discussed. Matthias Fernandes, everyone thinking PSG had that deal wrapped up as they were in talks with the player at West Ham, but Man United made contact, and now it looks like Matthias Fernandes has said he wants to play with Bruno. He wants to wear the Red Devil kit. He wants to be a Red, and it looks like that deal could be very close, possibly even Manchester United's first signing this summer, a £40 million deal, looking somewhere in the region of £35 million plus 5 in add-ons, 5-year contract for the player. It could be very possible, as we will be keeping you informed with the more transfer news as we progress. But right now, Man United sitting in third. I won't say pretty because of our standards. Pretty would be sitting in first. You know what I mean? Would be top of the league, about to claim the title, but it has not been that season for us. So we will be back in the Champions League and looking forward to build on the performances and the consistency of winning that we had so far since Michael Carrick is coming, as he has now received a 2-year contract to become the permanent manager of Manchester United. What does that bode for the Red Devils going forward? Could that be the spark that sets the United team back on track as a big force in the Premier League once again? I don't know, folks, but you know, the consistency of winning in the last few games has certainly gone up. You know, it had gone up so far, and Man United has been doing really well. So it's one of those situations where I think if we bolster the squad in the right places, Man United can excel next season. It's going to be a long haul. Of course, we have Champions League. We were playing 1 game a week this season, so we had lots of time to rest and recuperate. I think to perform at the level or at a higher level and more consistency, we are going to need more reinforcements, folks. So it's good that United is looking at the likes of Tchouameni. Good that we're looking at Anderson. Good that we're looking at Matthias Fernandes. Hopefully also considerations for Joao Gomez if one of those players don't come in. But also, you know, strengthening that back line, bringing in a left back, a left-sided attacker, or maybe a diverse attacker who could play both left or right will be key, as well as a senior striker. Hopefully, a senior striker, the likes of Lewandowski, available on a free. Man United better not let that deal go. I know the policy that we have, but sometimes for a player of that caliber and for what he can offer coming in as a backup, just to guide Sesko in training, guys, I think it's critical that we make that deal happen now. We cannot afford to let Lewandowski go to another Premier League club and do damage against us next season and do damage in the Premier League. He should be doing it for us. I'm just saying, folks. You know what I mean? What are your thoughts? Get in the comments. Who is your man of the match shout so far? Is it Matheus Cunha? Is it Bruno Fernandes? Is it Mbeumo? Or is it Casemiro? Now, Luke Shaw has scored the goal, and this poll has been up a little bit before. You know what I mean? I will definitely make some adjustments to the poll and add Luke Shaw into this. Of course, we have to be fair to the player, but I would do that in the second half when we are going into the final man of the match shout, because there's still a whole half to play, and we could see some more goals and bigger performances coming in from the likes of a Bruno. It could be that assist record will be broken today, and maybe, you know, a big performance or second half from the likes of Mbeumo or even Cunha. We will see, folks. We're here for it. We're looking forward to it. What is happening next? That's on everybody's lips. You know what I mean? We need to use all the tools in our toolbox as we prepare for next season, folks. It's going to be an interesting one. And of course, it's going to be a mad one if we don't prepare ourselves well. We will have to prepare for failure. You know, this summer window is going to be very key. And of course, with the World Cup looming, folks, I think Man United should be aiming to make at least the bulk of signings in the first week of the transfer window. We should not be waiting till June 1st, to be fair. We should have already wrapped up and sewn up all our players that we're going to sign and just be announcing the signings come June 1st, because I think all the players who are going to the World Cup, many of whom will be interested targets of Manchester United, and we certainly will have to do something about that, because we can't allow our targets to be poached. And of course, maybe we will be looking at some possible players and see what they bring to the World Cup before we also complete our signings in the summer window. But certainly, guys, we need to wrap up some of these signings. I think the likes of a Chouameni, Anderson, a Belieber, you know what I mean, and Matheus Fernandes, these type of signings, we need to do it done, need to have it early so everyone knows what is happening with the Man United midfield for next season. I think that's going to be very, very key in our summer. We need to attack there. I think everywhere else we could possibly, look at the World Cup, look around this summer, and find players that could fit those roles. But for now, the midfield key, we need to sign those players immediately. The performance today so far, folks, I can't say it's been a bad one. I can't say it's been an amazing one, but it has certainly been a good one so far. United are in control of the game. It's not domination, but certainly are in control of this game. Everyone thinking maybe Nottingham Forest has United's number, but it was United with the early strike from Luke Shaw. And of course, many other opportunities. Two other big chances where Mbeumo rounded the goalkeeper, but only finding the near post upright, unable to get it to the back of the net. Disappointing there, would certainly have frustrated the player for the rest of the half. And of course, shout out to Bruno Fernandes. Big up to you. Good morning. You know what I mean? Your boy is fresh from the land of sun and sea, Trinidad and Tobago. I was there for a few weeks, checking out the Caribbean, had some things to see about, but I was there. It was hot. My laptop was not dealing well with the situation. There was lots of situations where my laptop was crashing due to the heat. Don't know why. It's gotten used to not being overworked in the cold weather of Europe. You know what I mean, folks? But big up to Luan. How are you doing today? Hope you're well. What are your thoughts so far on the performance? We leave with a Luke Shaw goal. It should have been 3-0, but that's just my opinion. Yeah, I was home for a while. The last 3 weeks, I was in and about the Caribbean. You know what I mean? I was here, I was there, South America, and then I was home. and I was there. I did some streams while I was there. You could see I was, in a different tone, really, really hot and sweaty. And now I'm like, back to the blue of Europe. Yeah, it does the same thing as well. You know what I mean? It's one of those things. I just think that it's just not used to the constant temperature. Yeah. The heat. That heat is unreal. You know what I mean? Lots of people don't, they think European summers get hot. It's warm. Certainly, it's very warm, European summers. You know what I mean? Even in London, it's warm. But when we're talking about heat, you don't have that there. You don't have it. Make sure you drink lots of water, folks, when you're in the tropic climates. In Europe, don't drink too much. You don't want to drown. But when you're in the tropics, super hot. It's super hot. You know what I mean? Big performance so far. Comparing Casemiro, 35 passes, 91 pass accuracy, 2 shots, 45 touches, 62 touches for Elliot Anderson, 91% pass accuracy, and 45 passes for him. No shots and no tackles today. You know what I mean? Bruno, chances created, 3 shots, 41 touches, 4 touches in an open box, 5 kilometers covered, and of course, no assists just yet. You know what I mean? Yeah, it's hot and humid against hot and dry, I guess. You know what I mean? And I think hot and humid is a different beast, because when you have a humidity factor of like 50 degrees Celsius, and then the temperature is like 30 degrees Celsius, it's one of those situations. You know what I mean? Casemiro's wife giving out signatures there to the fans who were asking for her husband's signature. Goodwill from the the Casemiro family there. Love to see it. Well, you missed a decent half of football. Certainly would have excited you. I think you'd certainly be in good spirits for the second half. Man United is also wearing the 26-27 home kit, folks. If you haven't noticed, take a gander. This is not the home kit that we wore all season. This home kit has a color on it. The home kit this season has black. This home kit for 26-27 is red and white and black lines, no black trimming. So, it's interesting that Man United is advertising the 26-27 home kit today. It's his last home game as well. Yes, it is. You know what I mean? And that home kit looks pretty sweet. I will certainly be having one next season. You know what I mean? I'm pressed to buy it today, but yeah, I'll wait a few days. You know what I mean? Don't blame me, folks. Love Man United. Hate the Glazers every day of the week. You know what I mean? One statement, one time. It's one sentence, always. You love Man United, you hate the Glazers. That's just how you roll. You know what I mean? Big up to everyone coming in. Don't forget to smash the likes. And if you have the time, go to D-Up Sports TV and give Drex a like. Leave a comment in the chat. Tell Drex how is his day. Ask him how was he doing this morning. And where is he? I've been seeing him, but he's not here yet. He's going to come in the second half and give you guys his opinion on the performance. It may not contrast mine too much, because I think I've been very fair today. I've not exaggerated anything, but we know how it goes. Morgan Gibbs White with the Venom face mask. You know it goes. He looks like a bad man on the scene. Of course, after that horrific collision, who would blame him? Who would blame him from trying to protect, the money maker? You know what I mean? Oh, cool. Michael Carrick, new 2-year contract confirmed. Big up to the Jack Reacher in the building. Jackie, you fell asleep again. You know what I mean? These early games, bro. But thankfully, now that we're back in Europe, the games go back to our times. You know what I mean? No Friday nights. Always on a Saturday. You know what I mean? Saturday nights under lights. That's what Old Trafford's going to be like next season. And maybe some early Sunday morning games might be on the cards, but definitely no Mondays, as we will have Champions League on Tuesdays or maybe even Wednesdays. It's going to be interesting. United is back in the UCL. Matthias Cunha is back on the attack. Ball comes in. Oh, Ahmad keeps it alive. Oh, and Bumo puts it over the ball again. He misses again. My God, what does this guy need to do to score a goal? Jesus. And Bumo, he hit the upright earlier. Not a chance there. A little bit more composure. He could have took it down and shuffled with it. He could have left it for Bruno. Oh, man. Oh, man. 4 likes here on Drex. Shout out to Drex in the building. That has to be lack of confidence, folks. Has to be. He's supposed to be a much better striker of the ball. I've heard a lot of rumors about him. The Manchester players all think he's a very good striker of the ball. You know what I mean? Almost as good as Bruno. How did he miss that? That should have been 2. My goodness. My goodness. But good intent from the Red Devils. You know what I mean? Good performance today. I know a lot of fans, were thinking Man United were down in the dumps and it wasn't going to be good performances. But but when we have our best players back and balance is back in the squad, United seemingly does very well. Igor Thiago trying his best to get the referee's favor. Lissandro is picking up saying, yo, we're from South America, bro. You're rougher than that. That's a bit soft of you. You know what I mean? Igor. Good player, that Igor Thiago. Interesting fella. Interesting guy, to be fair. I think he's going to, develop into an interesting Premier League player over the next couple of seasons as well. Big guy, quick, very good on the ball as well. Milinkovic is not a bad player, folks. Looking at the guy, interesting, confident on the ball, physical, gets himself forward. Nets is also an interesting player. If I was the DOF, maybe I go after Nets. You know what I mean? Luke Shaw there, the goal scorer. Getting the play restarted. Dallo there. Any academy no, not today, bro. The academy had a final. The under-21s played a final against Brighton yesterday. If I am to be, 100% on what I'm about to say, let me just double check to make sure that I'm giving you the actual results. 1 second. So we played Brighton yesterday in a final, the under-21s. I was on a flight. I wasn't able to watch the game entirely, but we lost 1-0. You know what I mean? The youths played yesterday. I could tell you all who started that game. Lacey, Fletcher, Scanlon, Musa, Gore. Gore started. Gore is back, folks. Both Fletchers started. Armour, Leon, Alajoffrey, Camerson as well, and Murdoch was in goal. And they were unable to get the better of Brighton and Hove Albion. Yeah, it was a tough one, folks. It was a tough. It didn't come away. We lost 1-0 to them today. So that's why I'm probably seeing the academy players right now, because the youngsters there, I think they would be, out of that bunch, would be where we would be seeing, our starting 11 coming from, or our promotions coming from. Possible promotions for Diego Leon, Camerson as well. Possibly even coming in as another alternate center back. I've been hearing rumors that, Fletcher, Lacey, Gore might also come into the team, as well as Musa. It might be interesting to see if these things actually happen, but we're going to be needing a very deep squad next season, as we are going to be having Champions League, 2 games a week, and of course, domestic cup competitions to be played. So it's going to be a big planning, and there are reports coming in that we are going to be promoting some youngsters. somewhere like about 3 to 5 youngsters. You know what I mean? There's going to be promotions all over the pitch, in attack, in the midfield, and in defense as well. We're going to have a big squad next season because we're going to need lots of players to be available if we have to maintain that elite competitive edge that we are, we want to show, or we are aspiring to be fair. Casemiro won the ball there, but the ref said a little bit too much physicality there from Carlos. You know what I mean? Corner from Williams off Luke Shaw. Might need to be careful here. Oh shit. That was shit. And Forest is level 1-1. Poor defensive actions there by Man United. You know, Luke Shaw. Too easy. That's just too easy. What's Lemons doing? He should be off. Lemons ball watching, bro. And if I say that, people will be mad at me, bro. Lemons ball watching. The man stand up flat footed. He could have saved that in near post. You can't get beat at in near post, bro. You're not supposed to let people beat you at in near post, boy. Lemons, boy. It had to be Lemons ball. Had to be. Boom! Ah! 2-1! Yes! Matthias Cunha brings us back. And then Bumo, unable to find the back of the net, but gets it to Cunha. Now that come outside. It was a good cross, but it's even if it was a good cross, Drex, that's a goalkeeper save. You can't get beat at the near post. This is fact on football, bro. You don't get beat at the near post as a goalkeeper standing up. And once you're flat-footed, there is your fault. So no matter how good a cross is, it could beat you on the inside, on the big side of the goal, but not in the near post, bro. It hit his thigh. It's not his goal. Bro, listen, no matter a perfect swing, bro, it's not like the man scored a bullet header and he scored it at the near post. Lamens was ball watching. That come off the underneath of his jersey. It hook up in the underneath of his clothing, his handball. Can't be. Has to be goal. Has to be goal. That had to be goal, bro. That had to be goal. That's not really a handball, bro.
That's a handball all day, bro.
Bro, it come off his thigh first. Watch where the ball hit. It hit his thigh first and touch his hand.
Yeah,
and by the rules, by the official rules, not my rule, by the official rules, that's supposed to be goal. If it hit his hand directly, it's handball. I would say
if Mbumo had scored that goal, it would have been ruled out. So I don't know.
Bro, once it come off his thigh first.
Yeah, I hear you.
If it hit his hand directly, I say in handball too. But
from the minute I saw Mbumo play that ball, I just knew it wasn't a goal. Bro, that's a handball right there, man.
Bro.
That's the ball, his hand cushioned the ball back into his part. So that's how they will see it. That's how they will see it. His hand had to cushion the ball back into his part. Bro, that's how they see it. No goal. If they give it, there's some level of inconsistency in the Premier League. It continues.
No, that's consistent. If they give it, if they don't give it, it's inconsistent. It's goal. I'm telling you, it's goal. Once that ball touches tie first, it's goal. Because I'll tell you something, bro, right? If you watch his really jersey. If you watch his jersey, they the new home kit by Ajax. I don't know if you noticed, but next season home kit that they're wearing right now.
I know.
But the jersey tick there. If you watch when he pull up his arm, the inside of the jersey, like it had a little bit of a wing.
So I think that's what the fourth official is explaining to the coach of Nottingham Forest, that he came off the tie first. But in several instances, we've seen it where they called it out. So,
but you see, tie then that small thing, like bro, it happened against we. Remember, it happened against we this season with our goal, and I was raving, and it come off the man tie, and then you say to me, well, boy, it's not a direct handball, it come off the hand. Plus, you see that play, they wasn't thinking when they bang off the man. You see what we the Nottingham Forest players, right? They didn't think. If they had Greece handball and stopped in, they might have stopped bloody whistle.
Brother, if they had cancelled that goal, I wouldn't be vexed. You know why I say so? Because we've seen it being cancelled several times in this league. You get me? So it's one of them plays where you don't know where the call will go on a given day. You don't know where the call will go to. But let's not let the handball debate take away that good calm finish from Cunha, though.
Yeah, Cunha did a good finish there, bro. Jack, it's a goal, Jackie. But, I like this new coach, I like Nottingham Forest coach,
Yeah, I like the guy, man.
I want Nottingham Forest play some games, and I like his style.
But if
it'll be interesting to play against next season.
Yeah, I was gonna say this, Jack, right? They've been. It's only fair they give one, and it's so. I don't even know what to say, but it's the last home game of the season. They decide to say, okay, you know what, you guys can have this one, bro.
I want Bruno to get the assist, bro. I mean, about that right now. I just want Bruno to get assist.
Bruno has been doing he's been looking for it, which has taken the edge out of his game, though. In the first half, he was just looking for it. But now I just feel
wake up.
I'm gonna run anytime soon, though.
After we go and score again.
One second, brother.
Sure. Back to Sandro Martinez, Maguire. Very experienced team by Manchester United. Feel it Dallo is there. Ahmad fouled by Morata. Man United now. Bruno stands over the corner. Maguire in his famous position. Well defended there. Corner. Man United. Will Man United get the assist? Will Bruno get the assist here? Will it be 3-1 from the corner? And Bumo taking the corner now. It's not Bruno. Bumo probably tells Bruno, bro, you're looking for it too much. Yeah, calm down. I'll take this one. You get in the box.
When Sesko comes on, Bruno gets the assist.
Okay, I was thinking too, because I thought that might have bring on Sesko, no.
Yeah, when Sesko come, because there's no, if you look at it, the two men there, like in Konya and what's the other guy's name, Mbomo, they're deputizing in that role at the moment. But when you have a striker in, at least
Trey! Oh fuck, he missed, bro! I can't believe he missed. My goodness. Look at the ball, sending Mbumo through. And he missed. Mbumo had no right foot, okay. I tell you all, the man had no right foot.
Wait, Bruno, Mbumo missed that assist from Bruno. What did I just say?
Mbumo right foot on drugs today.
Bring this guy in. Yes. Bring Sesko in for them kind of run, and the man is gotten his assist, bro. Right there. That's the assist. We're talking about it. We're just talking about it.
The man open him up, man, send him through one goal, Nah, bro, Mbumo, you no right foot, boy, king, bro. Man missed all these shots on the right foot today, all bro.
What was
and
it?
All three of them.
It's
not the most difficult. They're not the most difficult chances, bro.
That's a loop. That ball was supposed to just be a coiler. Just coil it.
Just coil that. Just lift it with a little pull because the goalkeeper doesn't beaten.
That's all. You don't need to hoof it because if you see the way he kicked the ball, like he was trying to lob the goalkeeper at the same time, and he put power on that. Just put a spin coil on it, bro. And we all be celebrating.
And Bumo looking like he gonna become a villain today, to take you off, boy. Yeah, boy, fellas. Better take Bumo off in the next 2-3 minutes and bring on big boy Sesko, bro. Because listen, we need somebody to finish to get Bruno. He assist king. We need Bruno to get the assist king today, bro.
You know how bad it is. Even when we get a penalty, I want Bruno to do that thing Neymar and Icardi did. Is it Neymar and Icardi or who did it? When Neymar
pass it.
Yeah. To tell you how petty I am, just do like that. That's a truth. I don't know, bro. 5 minutes, I'm gonna leave this place, bro. Mbomo.
Bro, I can't believe he missed day, bro. He missing the whole day, bro. Man, like he can't make a note, boy. Like he born the wrong socks on the wrong foot. United with a chance there from Ahmad. I feel is it here. Assist King must come now. Assist King coming now.
And another reason why they did not can shock up that goal. First of all, he hit his thigh, found his arm, right? And the man was trying to even move his arm away. Because he's trying to move his arm away. His hand, I mean, away. And he couldn't. There's no way the hand is going to. You see my problem with Ahmad and Mbomo.
Yeah.
The time they're supposed to shoot, like shoot, they don't. The time you're supposed to just put a little bit of spin and elevation on the ball,
they shoot.
They wouldn't. They shoot. Martinez, fall to the ground. Fall to the ground. Don't foul then. Don't foul. Thank you, Dalo. Thank you. Who did we play? Sunderland. I missed Dalot in that game, though.
Yeah, bro.
Somebody tell Mbamo to just be in that front position and not just be in that striker's position.
Stay there.
Stay there. Bro, we need if we want to play this left-footed right winger, we need people that know.
Give him.
We need people that know how to hit the ball. Like, look at McGinn yesterday with that, or the other day on Friday. Out of nowhere. You need people that know how to hit the ball, put the spin, raise it. Like, power is not everything. There's power without control is nothing, man.
Casemiro. It looking like. Give Bruno the assist king today, Kate.
Well, I don't want to say I just accepted it. If he gets it, he gets it. If he doesn't get it, doesn't take away from him, man. Doesn't. No, Bruno, this was the wrong move this time. Give it back to Mbombo. Mbombo's positioning himself in his left with his left foot. You guys are decision making sometimes.
Yeah, I knew home kid look bad, boy. You know, that that stripes like the home kid from 23, 24.
Why are we playing with? Is this why are we playing with
26, 27 home kid?
I know, but why are we playing with it now?
To me, we always do that on the last day. Play where the new home kid.
You're bringing Awoni, bro. You're bringing top guns in Sangare, big men to come give Harry Maguire a problem. Bro, you want Bruno to get that assist? Make the sub now. 20 minutes to go. Bring in Big Ben.
Woods is off. Oh, they take off 3 players who was causing United real problems, though, to be fair.
Who's he bringing on? Sangare, Aina, and who's that? Is that Aina?
Awoni,
Sangare, and Woods wasn't in the game, though, to be fair.
No, he fall out of the game in the second half. He was in the game more in the first half.
Who's he taking off to bring in this guy now? So Dominguez, Woods, Hutchinson out, Sangare, Awoni, and Bakoa. All right, Mark, catch you later, bro.
All right, broski. Oh, boom! Oh my God, bro. I don't know what's going on today, but I feel bad for you, dogger. I feel bad for you, boy, dogger, boy. Nothing sticking. Touches just not touching. Godspeed, Drex. Cross comes in. Safe in the hands of Stan Lamens as that play there. Not the best touch from Gibbs White. Corner. Mhm. Oh, poor pass there by Casemiro. Martinez tracked that like a pit, you know. Right. Didn't let that go, you know, bro. Martinez hold on to it. I say, bro, following the only way. Only way I following. Bro, there's a goal saving track. That goal saving track in there, bro. And track better than VHS. Come United, we need a third goal. Hey, Carrick, bring me Sesko now. Get me Sesko. Bring me substitutions, Carrick. No. Oh! Oh, Triton! Finally on Boomo scores! Bruno with the assist. Was it Bruno with the assist? Or was it Ahmad? Fernandes assist. Fernandes assist. He gets the assist record. Boom. Premier League history. Bruno Fernandes. Clip that, folks. Bruno Fernandes is now the assist king of the Premier League 2026. Most assists in one season. More than Henry. Guys, we have that. One more to take him to the top. One more we need to give him. And Boomo finally delivers. And Bumo finally delivers. And 3 times he's been given a chance by Bruno, and on the 3rd time, he scores. Bruno zip that in there. Pull it. Take it. I am Boomer. I'm mad. Somebody had to turn that one in, folks. I'm telling you, somebody had to do the right thing. You know, couldn't let it slip another time. They couldn't do him at a 3rd time, folks. You know what I'm saying? Bruno will find an assist out of nothing, bro. That man is king. Clip that shit. Clip. Oh, Cunha. 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 Oh, well blocked there by Nottingham Forest. Could have been 4. Cunha certainly looking. Foul. That's a foul. Referee. Yo, listen, yeah. Yeah, he get the assist, Drex. Yeah, but let me tell you something. Settlements need to stop standing flat, bro. Settlements, bro. Watch that hit the back of the net there again. I keep telling men about Settlements, bro. He just switch off. Watch it. The man, like, bro. Come on, man. I do better, bro. Bruno get the assist, bro. Of course he did. King. Anyway, come on. Game on. Batman put the mask back on. The wrong mask is back on. Xerxes, Mount, Togu are the introductions, and Bumo comes off, replaced by Xerxes after scoring his goal. Mason Mount looks to get himself into the game. Casemiro comes off the last of his performance at Manchester United at Old Trafford. Yellow card comes to Carlos Casemiro, and he's removed. Mason Mount comes into the game. He hugs his teammates, looks a bit emotional. It looks like tears is coming to his eyes, crying as he walks off the pitch. Man, Cassie looking sad. You're supposed to let Cassie play his 90 minutes too, man. Carrick, man. Carrick, man. He's supposed to play 90, boy. Not a lot in the attacker, bro. Not a lot at all in the attacker. I don't understand it. Mount. Bruno. Oh! Xerxes made it strike and it hit the back of the net in 21. Ah. Nobody wants to leave the biggest club in the world, that's for sure, my brother. The defense, no. San Lamans need to wake the hell up and stop daydreaming. That's what's going on. San Lamans need to wake up and stop dreaming. He's catch himself dreaming sometimes, bro. Whenever we take a 2-0 lead, he started daydream. I noticed this with San Lamans. Xerxes keeping the play alive there. Oh, a little bit hard from Xerxes, but Bruno gets there. Bruno has the legs. United comes for Xerxes. Xerxes, no! Double! Oh! Oh! Well saved by Styles there. Bruno looking for 21. Dogu trying to help it. Dogu foul there. Referee. It's a peach pass, you know. Dogu was supposed to smack that one time with the right foot, boy. As on the bonks, you're supposed to release that, boy. On the bonks, you're supposed to blast that back net. If it was me, Bruno on 21, I'm telling all in all, if it was me, yeah, you don't wait for that. You don't control that. You smack that on the bonks. You line that up on the bonks. Supposed to hit that on the bonks, boy. And them, gosh. Always. You know what I mean? Referee! Man, them. It's not Roblox. Somehow I feel Xerxes can't score the 21 for Bruno, you know, fellas. Xerxes for the 21. I'm a bet, fellas. Xerxes. Come on. Come on, United. Man, United defense has been pretty good today, you know. They scored some goals, but I think, you know, if we be real honest, it was the goals was the goalkeeper fault today. He was ball watching. Shaw, defensively sound. Baku, nowhere to go. Baku tackle. Clearance there from Kobe Menu. United hustling. Cross comes in. San Laments claims. He's alert. Someone gave him some coffee during the substitution break. When we made the sub, someone gave him a shot of espresso because he was certainly ball watching asleep on himself. You know what I'm saying, folks? You know what I mean? It's been one of those times. Xerxes back. Dog runs past the ball. My God, bro. Xerxes left it for you. What are you doing? What was that guy? Man them blaming Xerxes for the fact that Dorgu didn't pass the ball, you know. Come on. You know what I mean? Jack is real, you know, bro. It is real. It is real. The real deal, my buddy. It's the real deal. Oh, no way, Ahmad! No way! I know he was going to give it to Ahmad, you know. Eight minutes. Bruno still has a chance. Come on. Come on, Bruno. We need 21. We need Bruno to get 21. Heroic Viet Cong. Well, you know what that you look like, Viet Cong, heroic. Oh, Bobo Clot. Bro, you know, I had to cup the Trini hat, you know what I mean? So man know I'm gonna start wearing this every stream now. So man don't know what time it is. You know, ask where the man from. Come on. Get it, Ahmad. Score it down the Could have been 21, boy. Could have been 21 for Fernandes there, boy. Nah, folks. Dalo should have scored there. And the Sundays part, nah. Bonnie, he average, Joe. Yeah, Bonnie. I know I don't rate T, you know. I don't rate T, boy. But still, you know, maybe if he comes, I want to get through a many. I don't think paying 90 million for him will ever be worth it. I'll be honest with you guys. Paying 90 million for Anderson is certainly not worth it, no time. And then he demands some like 250K a week. That's not worth it. He's not worth that. You know what I mean? I think better to get Chouameni and Belieber. 105 million for the two of them, and it's still a change. 35 mil to pay for Fernandes. Come on. United on the last attack. Come on, let's get that Bruno. Let's get it for Bruno, guys. Bruno 21. We need it. Oh, yes. Oh, shit, Cell save. No. Nah, Cell. I can't believe Cell make that second save. That should have scored. Come on, Bruno. Get it. Please. Get him 21, folks. Get him 21. Everyone, I don't care if I dive in the net with him. Get that ball in the back of the net for Bruno. Get it there. We need 21 assists this season. Nah. Okay, no, Ahmad. What kind of, bro? Well, we need 21 next week for Bruno, boy. Bruno had to play the last game. Fellas, big win for Man United. Another 3 points. Big performance. Got to be feeling good there. Bruno joins history above Kevin De Bruyne, above Thierry Henry, stands with them on 20 goals. But because of his name, Bruno, he will be first on the list. Of course, looking for 21. Could have had it. Well denied by Cell at multiple occasions. Also denied by Mbumo 3 times in the first half. He could have had 24 assists today. You know what I'm saying? But at the same time, big performance from the attack. They came out, they scored goals. They weren't stopping. Of course, we did concede 2, but I would say, goalkeeping error, in my opinion, a little bit, on the beach when we went up. The first goal, I think San Lorenzo scored ball watching for the equalizer on both occasions, to be fair. But at the same time, good goal there from Nottingham Forest. I think the second goal was brilliantly taken by Morgan Gibbs-White. You know what I mean? The cross from Anderson was very good, but the header was soft. You never should be beaten at your first post as a goalkeeper. That is the worst thing that you can allow to happen. And I think, Sells has to have saved man of the match for Nottingham Forest. His saves kept them into this match, kept it respectable, because if not, it would have been at least 6. You know what I mean? Big up to Luan in the building, and Drek says, please don't let Jay-Z leave. The brother can play. I tell everyone this, but, Ray Carl is fighting me. Ray Carl says, Xerxes needs to go, man. And I'm telling him, Xerxes has to stay. We need him next season with Champions League, domestic cups. He will show up big because he will have more game time and more consistency. But, who am I, guys? Who am I? I'm just a little old Mark N on Red Devil mode. We need to make sure Bruno gets the 21 assists. It will happen in the next game, guys. It's full time. Casemiro's last home game as we celebrate the big Red Devil. Clap Carlos Casemiro, folks, because he has shown and he has given us one of the best seasons of his career at Man United. I think it's something like 14 goals, 2 assists or something like that. Amazing performance. Best defensive midfielder in the league as we're speaking. It will be interesting, guys. What does Man United have to do to keep this man home in Red Devil Central? I don't know about Old Trafford, the faithful there. Everyone's there to celebrate Carlos Casemiro. He will be giving out autographs today. So, guys, if you want to get one, I'm sorry that I'm not in London because I would have been there. Casemiro's first season, we finished 3rd. In his last season, we finished 3rd. You know what happens. I keep telling people, out of 3, if you have 2 good performances, then you're better than what they think. He had a poor season in 23, 24, 25, 26, but 23, 24, 25. He had a poor season, but he came back in 25, 26. I think it's one of those interesting times. You know what I mean, Drex? Big fact there. Shame we didn't get a trophy to cap it off for him as well. I would feel ashamed for that as well. But a big performance from the lads, and of course, we're looking forward to that. That midfield rebuild that's certainly going to happen in the coming weeks. Now, will Gibbs-White be a player joining Man United? It's possible, folks. Don't say Mark N didn't give you a little bit of a heads up with a little bit of information there. But currently, right now, we're looking at, Carlos Casemiro there, the man of the moment, last home game. Of course, the youngsters who was on the bench, and of course, Benjamin Sesko will be looking at that and thinking, what kind of send-off will I be getting when it's my time 10 years from now after scoring maybe 1,000 goals from Manchester United? Who knows? Who knows what he will do? But he's an amazing player, and he will be going forward. And, of course, good times come to an end sometimes. And you know what it is, guys. You know what it is. Yeah. Big up to all of you joining. Don't forget to smash the likes and subscribe. It's United 3, Nottingham Forest 2. Bruno, the assist king, 20 Premier League assists in one season, 25-26. He joins the likes of Kevin De Bruyne and Thierry Henry up there. Can he take it further? Will United take Bruno to 22, 23, or 24 assists before the season is over? We will see. We're looking forward to it. I will be looking forward to seeing you guys there. Check me out later. Man United updates and transfer talk is here. It will be live around 4 to 5 p.m. UK. Your boy will be here with the latest in transfer news of Manchester United. So, clip it up. Let your boys know. Share it around. We will be here. Smash the likes. Subscribe. Don't forget to check out D-Up Sports TV. My boy Admiral Drex is in the building, loud and proud. And of course, guys, smash the like on the channel. And don't forget to check out possible outcomes every week. You know what I mean? You don't want to miss it, especially if you love the FPL. The brother gives you the tea on all the teams in the league every week. Check him out. And big up to Tesh as well. Big up to you guys. I would say for me, man of the match has to be Bruno. But you know how it goes. Everyone will have their own opinion, but it is what it is. Your boy marking out. Big up to you guys. And another day, another 3 points as the Red Devils go marching on.
Welcome to Markin MUFC. LiveWatch Red Devil mode.
Previews, match reacts. 20 times old United Road. Love Man United, the other dreams. Glory, glory, Man United. Mancunians, Red Family. The time is right, join MUFC. Global community. Like and subscribe.
Only on my